Alright, so we're at the top of page 5 for 4.3. I'm trying to build your ability to kind of step out on your own and really be able to face new problems that you're seeing without me giving you every little bit. I want you to kind of get to the point where you can take what you're given, bring something to the problem, and figure out what they're asking you to do and do that, create that. You're going to need that skill as you move on. Not just in math, but in life. So if you were stuck on the previous one, I got you started a little bit on it, but I didn't give everything away. So again, you could bring that to class, but maybe just working through this one together might unlock some things for you. So, because we talked about that lines were parallel, and this one has to do with parallel lines. So let's watch this one together and see if that helps you with the previous one. We're still in that practice plus section, so we're combining some things. In this case, we're translating some things, but more importantly, we're dealing with slope and the idea that the lines are parallel, so two lines together. The line passing through 1, y and 7, 12 is parallel to the line joining -3, 4 and -5, -2. Find y. Okay, there's a lot of information there. And I haven't done anything like this before, so deep cleansing breath. Let's read it again. The line passing through a couple points here, 1y and 7, 12, is parallel to the line joining -3, 4 and -5, -2. Find y. Okay, so I'm going to do what I do with all word problems. I've read it twice. I need to identify my goal. Even if I'm not sure how to start this, even if I'm thinking, I don't know how to do this, you have to get rid of the I don'ts, I can't, and all that kind of almost whining kind of thing, right? We have to step up to the plate and go, okay, they're asking me to do something. I have the skills. It's practice plus. I'm going to bring something to the table here, and I'm going to make this happen. So my goal here is to find y. So I need to come up with an answer for y. Well, where did y show up? It showed up in a place I was not expecting it to show up. I'm missing a y coordinate here. That's what I notice I'm being given here. I'm being given a point that doesn't have both coordinates. Okay, that's kind of new. So let's see what else they give me here. It tells me that a line is passing through these 2 points. So I've got line number 1, and there's 2 points here. It goes through 1, y. We don't know that. There's some missing number here, and 7, 12. They tell me that it's parallel to the other line, and line number 2 tells me it goes through, or it's joining these 2 points. Line number 2 goes through -3, 4 and -5, -2. Find y. Okay, so now that I've kind of pulled out the information, I'm thinking this idea of the lines being parallel to each other is key, and hopefully this is a jump you made yourself when you did the problem, the getting started half try problem on the last page, the previous page, bottom of page 4 of these notes. Parallel means same slope. So I know that the slope of my line number 1 is going to be equal to my slope of line number 2. So my job in this problem is to find the slope for line number 1 and then find the slope for line number 2 and set those equal to each other. And because of my slope formula, it will involve y in the slope, trying to find the slope for line 1. I'll be able to then solve that for y. I will have created an equation of slope equal to slope. So the slope of line 1 is equal to the slope of line 2. Why? Because they told us that the lines were parallel to each other. Okay. So let's go ahead and write out that slope formula. I've got y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. That's going to be equal to the slope from the other 2 points, which is going to be those 2 points of y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Let's go ahead and label our pieces here. So line 1, I'm going to label this as x1, y1, x2, y2. And then for line number 2, I'm going to label this as x1, y1, x2, y2. Again, the labeling takes out all the guesswork, and I don't drop negatives. I'm just going to place everything in its spot. Okay, so y2 over y2 minus y1 is going to be 12 minus the y. So over here I've got 12 minus y. And on the bottom, x2 minus x1, I've got 7 minus 1. Okay. Now let's fill in the pieces for the right side. And the right side has y2 minus y1, so y2 minus y1, negative 2 minus 4, negative 2 minus 4, over x2 minus x1, x2 minus x1, negative 5 minus the negative 3, negative 5 minus the negative 3. I'm subtracting whatever the number is, okay? And then I've got an equation I can solve. I'm just going to transfer this up here. And I've got 12 minus y over 7 minus 1 is 6, equal to negative 2 minus 4 is going to be a negative 6, over negative 5 minus a negative 3 is negative 5 plus 3, or just negative 2. And if I want to, I can reduce that, and I get 12 minus y over 6. And I'm not talking about on the left. You can't reduce 6 into 12 because you've got that little minus y in there. It's not all multiplication. You can only cancel when it's all multiplication or division going on. But negative 6 over negative 2 can be reduced to a positive 3. And now our goal is to get y by itself. That was our goal, was to solve for y. So we're going to do that by multiplying both sides by 6. And again, I'm going to bring this up over here, and I get 12 minus y is equal to 3 times 6, which is 18. I'm going to subtract 12 from both sides. Notice that y is going to have that negative still in front of it here. I end up with 0 minus y, or just minus y, equals 6. The reason I chose to subtract 12 is because you always look at what's in front of the number or letter you're trying to get rid of. If there's nothing there, it's a positive. We do the opposite of that, which is subtraction. Then I'll need to divide both sides by negative 1, and I get y is equal to a negative 6. So what I've done is I've found the missing coordinate. Y is negative 6, which means that the line passing through 1, negative 6 and 7, 12 is parallel to the line that joins these 2 points, negative 4, 3 and negative 5, negative 2. Okay. Now I thought that was a problem that would be worthy to do together, so hopefully these notes are helping you. And then there's some more to practice. So there's a try one that you get to do that's very similar to this idea where one of the coordinates is missing. We'll do that together. Well, I'll let you do that try problem at the bottom of the page. We'll see you there.